what's your CFM? Godfather Blaze, you know. Alright, okay. Is that a 0? Yeah, that's a 0. Yeah. Alright, what a name, bruv. Godfather Blaze, okay. Man like Godfather Blaze. I might start calling you that from now. Man like Godfather Blaze. Alright, let's see this. Oh, you play Alex. Nice. I didn't know you was an Alex main. Let's watch some of these. Let me know if there's any specific matches, game sets that you want me to look at. If not, I'll be picking them out randomly. Let me know. Alright, let's see here. Oh, you play quite... Okay. Oh, you play G. Oh, you play G. Which... Do you main a character currently, or are you playing a bunch of characters? You're just playing casuals. Oh, so do you need me to check out your... Do you need me to check out your casual matches? So you play multiple different characters, right? Or do you main G? Who's your main character? I want to look at your main character. That's what we're going to focus on. Which character is your main that you actually focus on? So it's both of them, Akuma and G? Okay. So it's both Akuma and G. G? Alright, G. Alright, we'll stick with G. We'll stick with G for now. The reason why I want to stick to one character is because, so I'm seeing that you're a bronze level right now, right? You're a bronze level. So I'm assuming you're still in the beginning stages of the game, right? So when you're still learning the game, it's really best to stick to one character, because every character is played in their own way. When you're still learning the game and you're playing more than one character, which is fine, you can have fun with the game, but if you're learning the game and you're playing more than one character all the time, it can get really confusing. A lot of people struggle improving with just playing one character. When you're playing two characters at once, it's a lot to ask. Possible, but it is a lot to ask. All depends on how much time you have on your hands and stuff. But alright, we're gonna check out some G matches. You want me to see the Tasty Steve one? I don't know what Tasty Steve CFN is. What's his? I don't know what his thing is. I don't know which match it is. I'm not sure which match you wanted me to see. Alright, so let's watch this one. I was Nash versus G, okay. So this one, okay. We can watch this. Yeah. Let's watch. We can watch this. Let's see how you play. Alright, so before we get started, let me turn on. Let me pause it. Key display attack data. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So let's go all the way back. First, you made it to silver, then fell, and you're stuck. Alright, so first of all, here, right? You're using V-Skill 2, right? I've looked. You're using V-Skill 2 with G. I would very much advise you to use V-Skill 1 with G in this matchup. Most of his matchups, V-Skill 1 does the job for G. This matchup specifically, V-Skill 1 would help you a ton. This is why. Projectile, projectile. Your answer to avoiding Nash's projectile is to jump. That's only because you don't have V-Skill 1. If you had V-Skill 1, you could easily absorb the projectile. And that also gives G a lot of V-gauge. So he's pretty much giving you V-trigger for free. Now G's V-trigger is one of the best in the game. I'll go to training mode after this to just show you how much of a difference it makes. But yeah, like you see how already the Nash player, he's already making you come towards him. Now this is how Nash players play. They play the keep away game. They're always dashing backwards, running away, making you chase after them, and when you try to come after them, they hit you. So he's already kind of got you here. He's making you come to him. And now jumping over fireballs isn't always the safe thing to do because a lot of characters recover in time if you're trying to react to the fireball. EX and Spec, thank you for the raid. Shoutouts to you. Thanks for raiding me. I appreciate that. I hope the stream went well. Yo, Dragon Boy. Right, let's see what's happening here. Right, so already there's a little bit too many jumps. It seems like you're way in. It's really you're relying on jumping a lot. Right. Alright. I'm picking a lot of things in from this. Okay. Mr. Nantia. Right, so what I want to say is you need to make sure that you're using the right normals at the right ranges with G. You need to make sure you're using the right normals at the right ranges with G. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean in training mode after this. For example, the back medium punch is designed to be an anti-air, not to be like a, it's not meant to be something you fish for in the neutral. It's designed to be an anti-air. You see all these projectiles, right? If you had V-Skill 1, you wouldn't have had to deal with that. Like, none of this will happen. If you had V-Skill 1, you could easily just absorb it. Now he's got you in this game. So definitely make sure that when you're picking V-triggers and V-skills against characters, you have to think of why you're picking that V-trigger or why you're picking that V-skill. It has to make sense. Okay. Because for example, right now you've picked V-Skill 2, right? I haven't seen you use it a single time. So you have to think of why you want to pick certain V-skills. It has to make sense. Think about the matchup. What do Nash players like to do? They like throwing projectiles. Ooh, I have a V-Skill 1 which completely nullifies projectiles. Maybe I should use it. So you have to see what makes sense. Okay, so when you do that, you can actually cancel that into the V-skill. Actually, you can't. You don't have V-skill 1, do you? Alright, yeah, that's another reason why as well. If you had V-skill 1, you could make that safe. So that was -8 right there. But you could actually make that safe by doing V-skill 1 after that on block. More pressure for G. Yeah. Right, no worries, Dragon Boy. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, shoutouts to EX on Spec as well of the raid.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, yeah, back to fireballs again. Without V-Skill 1, you can't really stop Nash from doing what he wants to do. That's the issue. Yeah, you can do the fireball, but that was more startup. And it brings G's hurt box forward as well. He might get hit before the fireball comes out. V-Skill is just a lot more reliable. And fireball doesn't give him a V-gauge. You could have caught him there if you did the dash punch to chase him down. If you did the dash punch to chase him down there, you would have reached. Could have killed. Okay, here's your chance. You don't seem to be doing command grabs either. G's command grab. G has the best command grab in the game. You could have killed right there. You cancelled into the low. If you let that rock and you didn't cancel that into the low, it would have done more damage and you would have killed. So that's the opportunity to actually win the whole game. There, that was missed. Right. From this one game, I think I've gathered enough information to show you some stuff in training mode. Alright, let's go to the training room real quick. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna be critiquing a lot, by the way. Don't take this personally at all. This is just me trying to get you to learn something from it. I'm definitely gonna be very critical. It's all for a good cause, though. Trust me. Alright, so here's what you need to do. Where's G? Got G over here. Where's Nash? Where is Nash? I've got no clue where Nash is on the screen. I'm losing my mind. Does Nash even exist in this game? Oh, there he is. Bro, I completely forgot where Nash was. Okay. I'm gonna pick V-Skill 1 to show you the advantages. Show you the advantages. Right, number one, right? You need to learn your bread and butter, your BNB combos with G. Your bread and butter combos. When you land a hit, any hit, you need to know what combo you want to go for when you land a hit. Example, if you land this stand medium punch, right? In your head, before you go for that, you need to understand if this hits, what are you going to do that into? Are you just going to hit him and then not do anything? You have to know what combo you want to do, right? So here's one. Here's a BNB. Quick BNB, right? You've got that. Stand medium punch, crouching medium punch, into the medium dash punch. You've got that. Now, so you do, the dash punch is just a zigzag, a DP motion to do that. Should you use V-Skill 2 on anyone specific? So there's characters like Zangief. You could use V-Skill 1. I could show you why in a second. After I show you this. So yeah, when you land a hit, you want to know what you want to go into. You can't do stuff like you get a hit and then you do stuff like this. Actually, that combos, but you can't do stuff like, I don't know. What couldn't you do? Like you get a stand medium punch and you do this. Something that's not really real. Let me make him guard after the first attack. Something like you wanna do combos. Every time you land a hit, right? The aim of actually landing a hit is to get a combo from it, right? So every time you get a hit, you wanna know what you wanna go into. If you get a jab, you gotta learn this BNB, not that one. There we go. You got stand jab into stand light kick, into the light dash punch. Off medium, you got stand medium, crouch medium, medium dash punch. And you also can level up. When you do this, you can level up. Just press 3 punches. Is it even 3? 2 punches is enough. Press 2 punches, you get a free level up from that. You get a free level up. I press 3 punches because it's only 1 button on pad. but 2 punches should work. You get a free level up and you get Oki. So free level up. So you get a free level up, no Oki if you level up mid-screen. If you're in the corner, you level up and you get the Oki. Right? So what I'm trying to get through to you here is that when you land a hit, try and learn the combo for that button. If it's a stand medium punch, you know that the combo is going to be crouch medium punch. What's Oki? Okay, here's Oki, right? Oki is pretty much, when you know if you have Oki or if you don't have Oki, it depends on whether you can actually have a pressure situation after a knockdown. Let me give you an example, right? If I knock my opponent down, for example, here we go. I'm gonna make the Nash player wake up with stand jab, right? As soon as he gets up, he does a stand jab. Okay, that's what the Nash player is gonna do. There we go. Now remember what I said. Oki is pretty much, if you have pressure, it's having pressure, like legitimate pressure, after you've knocked your opponent down. So if I knock the Nash player down like this, right, and I dash, okay, that's actually legit from G. What's not legit? I'm trying to find something that's not legit from G. Okay, let me make him back rise. There we go, back recovery, that should be better. If I dash twice, you saw that, right? I dashed up twice, so I did this. 1, 2, and I got hit by the jab because I don't have Oki there. Oki is short for Okizeme, which is actually a Japanese word if I'm not mistaken. So I do this combo, not that one. I dash up 1, 2, and I try to press a button, but the Nash player got up too quickly, meaning I didn't have any positive frames there. I wasn't plus after the dash. I couldn't actually press. I got hit. Now, if I dash once, one dash, and I walk, I can hit him before he gets up. I can hit him before he gets up because I had Oki there. So if I dash twice, I don't have Oki. He gets up too quick. If I dash once and I walk a little bit, dash and walk, let me do that again, dash, walk, I hit him before he gets up. You saw that? Because that gives me Oki. Now there's certain combos in the game, from every character has certain combos that give them Oki, meaning they have a advantage. They're in an advantageous situation when the opponent gets up. They get the next hit. They can take the pressure. Every character has combos that give them Oki and some that don't. So you need to learn which combos give you Oki and which ones do not. Now G is a character that's really good with Oki. He has a bunch of Oki. Stuff like this. Like stuff like this. Can't GG combos, what am I doing? There we go. Dash, dash, Oki. He gets Oki from that. G has a ton of Oki. What's another one? Dash, dash, Oki. You see that? You need to, those are the types of situations you need to learn. Hold on 1 second. I am Pakistan. I have entered an online local tournament. You play Ryu and your match is against Ibuki. How do you win? That's matchup specific. Ryu, Ibuki. I don't play Ryu specifically. I don't play Ryu or Ibuki. So that seems matchup specific what you're asking for there. I can help with your overall play, like how you play as a player overall, but not the Ibuki versus Ryu matchup specifically. But yeah, yo, Wolfgang, what's good? My guy, bro. Alright, so yeah, pretty much what I'm trying to say here, you need to learn, first of all, learn your combos. That's the first thing, right? Learn your combos. So in this game, Blazin, you have light attacks. Light attacks are these are your lights. Right? You have mediums, so your mediums, and you have heavies. You have heavies, right? You need to learn your combos from your lights. this links, right? Let me see that. This links from your lights, right? You got, this might seem a little bit harder to do from your lights when you're first learning the game, but it's worth learning. G's a character that actually has a lot of safer options and easier options to combo from everything. So if you were to do a jab and you don't want to do this, something like this that takes some execution for this level, you would like to do something like jab jab fireball, like something like this. You can do jab jab, that combos. The way you know if something combos if it doesn't combo, you see his health bar goes down. If there's no spaces in between the red, if it's like one big bar of red, that's how you know it's a successful combo. For example, if I do this, you see how all that red, that's how you know it combos. Whereas if I do something like this, you see how I reset there? Let me make him not block real quick. You see how I reset? It reset the health. That's how you know it didn't combo. So when you're doing when you're trying to figure out what combos and what doesn't combo, which you can actually just go to the trials. You can go to the trials of the game. If you go on challenges in the main menu and you go on trials, do all the trials for G, and it shows you all the basic combos that you should start off when you're actually learning G. Okay, let me go and do that. Actually, before I do that, another thing. Before I do that, what did I want to say here? You're overall not good. Your goal trying to get better. No one teaches you. You're roaming around for help. I'm right here, Haidar. I'm right here. Definitely. Let me give you the link, right? I'm doing a coaching session right now, right? So if you need some help, check out this link right here, and I got you. Reasonable prices. I don't charge a lot. Don't worry. You ain't got to worry about that. Definitely click that link I put in the chat right there, and you can book your session. You can definitely book your session. I'm right here. Right now I've got to focus on getting my guy Blazing to the level he wants to get at. Alright, so what you can do, Blazing, I'll show you right now what you can do. Yeah, no problem, Haidar. I got you, I got you. So you want to go to challenges, right? And then you've got the trials. G came out season 3, didn't he? Where's the G trials? Yeah, here. So you got G trials here, season 3. You can do all of these are combos, basic combos you can learn, right? It teaches you basic light conversions, basic medium conversions. Remember your light buttons, you have your medium buttons and your heavy buttons. It teaches you light conversions, so light combos. It teaches you how to combo from your mediums. It teaches you how to combo from your like heavies, and it teaches you V trigger combos and V skills. Pretty much basic stuff you can pretty much start using as soon as you learn them. So the first combo it tells me here: jumping hard punch, stand medium punch, crouching medium punch, medium smash, and G cancel. It also has a demonstration system which you can check out. Press. It does the combo for you and you just repeat the process. Right. See that? It pretty much shows you exactly what you're supposed to do. Now if you don't know how to do that, then you can go to the command list and it says the names of the moves. So for example, it says G smash over, M stands for medium. So all his special moves have light version, medium versions and heavy versions. So the first smash over, or for example the dash punch, this one which you're aware of, this is the light version. Now the medium version goes further, and then the heavy version goes even further. So yeah, M stands for medium, G stands for G charge. Sorry, G charge is this. It should be this. I think it should be that. So let's look at the combo again. There we go. And if you don't know how to do the move, you can easily go to command list. G smash over says it right there. The motion is a zigzag motion and a punch. Zigzag motion and a punch on your pad. So here we go. I missed it. 1 second. There we go. Then you got the next combo. You want to just repeat the process, and then once you've done every single combo that they've given you, Once you've done every combo they've given you, once you've done every combo that they've given you, you have to just practice them in your own time. So let's say you've done all of that now. Let's say you've done all the combos, right? You have to begin practicing those in your own time. And now the combos they're showing you aren't all the combos that are in the game for G. It's not all of his combos. They're showing you basic ones that you can take and you can start learning the character with. There's a lot of other combos that they did not show. The combos are not really optimal, but you don't have to be optimal at the level you're at right now. You just need to have a basic understanding of what you want to do and how you want to play the game. Alright, let's go back to training mode. Right, that's what I wanted to say. About the buttons that you use. The buttons that you use in the neutral. Where's Nash? Okay. Definitely, I would really say you should use V-Skill 1 with G for every matchup to begin with. Yeah, there's some matchups V-Skill 2 can be useful, but the matchup where V-Skill 2 can be useful, it's not matchups where he needs V-Skill 2. V-Skill 2 just puts him over the top, but it's not matchups that he actually needs. Think you play too much neutral? Yeah, but the reason, I don't blame you for it. The reason why you play too much neutral, or you try to play too much neutral, is because you wasn't aware of what Oki was. Oki is very important, because when you get a hit, you land a hit, you don't want to just stand around and do stuff. When you get that hit, it's time for you to dash and take your Oki, like I was talking about before. You need to lab and actually check out after every single combo that you do you have Oki afterwards? Remember what you have to do to check if you have Oki. You go back to the menu, you want to go and record wake up action, right? You want to set this to 1, record slot 1, make them wake up with a jab. You want to make sure that it's at 0.1 reversal timing. You'll know if it says reversal timing on the right. You want to time it perfectly. As soon as they get up, you want to press a jab. And then you want to set wake up actions on, go back, and now when he gets knocked down, he's going to press that jab, right? He's going to press that jab. You've got options here in the training mode. You can make him not guard. You can make the dummy attack after the first attack. You can make them attack after, you can make them attack on the first attack only. You can make them guard everything, random. You can do a bunch of stuff. You can have the training dummy jumping, standing, crouching. If you make them crouch, for example, and I make him guard all, like if you do an overhead, you'll be able to see that. This is how you can tell if people are doing overheads. They'll have to stand, even though the settings are on crouch. They'll block it standing, so you'll know that it's an overhead and you can't actually block it crouching. But yeah, a bunch of, definitely utilize the training room a lot. There's a bunch of stuff you can do with it, like counter here. Some combos only work with counter hit, some combos work on normal hit. You have to learn which ones. I don't expect you to learn it overnight. It's all a slow process, but you have to start somewhere, right? So yeah, about your buttons, right, what you're using, I'll see in a lot of this, you're using this a lot in the neutral. This button isn't really designed for playing the neutral. This is an anti-air. This is one of G's anti-airs. If people jump, that's when you want to use it. You can cancel into that too. You can cancel into that. You can cancel into the EX version. And of this, you have Oki. When you do it off the EX, and you dash twice, 1, 2, Oki. So this is really good when you have a bar of EX to spend. See that? Oki. Now you can start. Right? But this is designed to be an anti-air. G's best anti-air is probably his crouching heavy punch. So this one. This is probably G's best anti-air. When people are jumping at you, this is the go-to. Now if you're a lot more ready for the jump is when you can start doing that. But yeah, these are the two buttons for when people are actually jumping at you, right? This is not really designed for playing the neutral, right? Because I was seeing a lot of this in the neutral. Now your buttons in the neutral, you need to think, right? When you hit your opponent with that button, is it scary, right? Is it scary? If you hit someone with this, let me make him, say you're just doing stuff around, you're playing neutral, right? You hit someone with that, now that didn't really do much, right? That didn't really do much, because already you don't really know your combos, right? You don't know your combos yet, so you would do something like this and get the hit, right? This wouldn't lead into much. Whereas if you would use your mediums, like crouch and medium punch is one of G's main buttons in the neutral, because it starts off his pressure, it starts off his Oki, everything that makes G super strong. Crouch and medium punch confirm, or it doesn't. I don't expect you to be confirming stuff at that level, but getting a hit with crouch and medium punch is very useful, because for example, you do a crouch and medium punch into fireball, you're safe. If you do a jab into fireball, you're safe. If you do a stand heavy punch into fireball, you're safe. Crouch heavy punch fireball, you're safe. He has one of the best fireballs in the game. You should definitely be using this more. So when you're pressuring your opponent and you're not too confident, just hit them and cancel into a fireball. There's no real risk of doing it. Cancel into a fireball. G can be played as a zoner as well, because when you throw in these fireballs, people are going to want to jump, and if people are jumping, that's when you do that, or you do that. So the Nash player was actually zoning you out, but to be fair, you could have done the same to that Nash player, to the Nash player. You could have been the zoner. If you do the EX version, you get a knockdown. EX, knockdown, and you get to dash. You get the Oki as well. You get a knockdown from this, and you get the Oki, which is really good here. So what else? Okay, here's what the Nash player was doing, right? Dashing backwards, fireball, fireball, fireball. Okay. Let's make him do that. There we go. That's fine. Critical. That's fine. V gauge, normal. Now look at the difference with V-skill 1. 1, 2, 3. Look, you've almost got one block. You've almost got one block of V gauge already. So all of those fireballs the Nash was throwing literally means nothing if you have V-skill 1. Literally means nothing. So it'll just be feeding your V-trigger. Now you have V-trigger and you can do this. And you're in. So much freedom with V-trigger 1 from G. You can jump in the air and you get a knockdown with Oki. Oki is so powerful in fighting games. As soon as you get that knockdown. Now with G as well, another thing, you need to realize that G is a command grab character and a very scary one. You need to utilize his command grabs a lot more. You can see how to do his command grab in the it's a half circle back motion. You can see how to do his command grab in the command list as well. Where is it? What's this command grab? This is the normal, special. Where's G's command grab in all this? His command grab is a half circle back motion. If you see it here, half circle back. So he's got a command grab. You need to use it. He gets a combo from his command grab, that's why it's so strong. He doesn't just command grab you, he gets conversions. See that combo is from his command grab. When you're powered up, he gets a bunch of other conversions. He gets a bunch of stuff, right? Now when you're in V-trigger, this is one of the combos they'll probably teach you in the trials, right? One of the combos they'll probably teach you in the trials. There we go. If you land a command grab, get all of this. They'll teach you how to do this in the trials. They'll teach you how to do that stuff in the trials. Even stuff like when you're in a corner, stuff like this. All stuff like that can be learned in the trials. So yeah, doing the trials is the first step, because You need to get your combos right when you land hits. You don't want to just land empty hits. When you land hits, you want it to hurt. You want to be doing combos. You want it to hurt. But yeah, that's pretty much the main thing. That's the main thing. Let's watch some more of your replays. We'll watch like, I don't know, maybe 2 more or something. Let's watch some more. Okay. What was your thingy?
Rival surge.
Yo, what's up, Pearl Noob? Oh, it's Blaze. Oh, okay. I think I spelled that right. Okay. Let's watch some more. Okay, I want to watch. What do I want to watch here? Let's watch the Urian one. Let's watch the Urian one.
Don't worry. Round 1.
Okay.
Fight.
You got words? That's alright, that's alright. Alright, you're using V-Skill 1 now, which is good. Let's go back. So you threw a fireball. When you have V-Skill 1, you always have to have this in the back of your mind. Like, when an opponent uses a fireball, just use V-Skill 1. You get 3 meter, free V-Gauge. And also with G's V-triggers, his V-trigger 1 is just the optimal choice for every matchup. His V-trigger 1 is just so much better in almost every way. You should pretty much always. It's fine using V-trigger 2, to be fair. It's not a bad thing. Just V-trigger 1 is just the optimal thing to use with G. All right, nice anti-air. Again, you see, in the neutral, you don't want to be using back heavy punch like here. This isn't the button you want to be using when you're playing the neutral. This is for the anti-air. This is for them when they jump. This isn't for when they're staying grounded. Yeah, you don't want to be pressing that all the time. Pizza Hunter, what's good? What is up? Welcome. You see, look at the Urian player, right? This is the type of stuff you need to start doing. He did a crouch light kick, crouch light punch, EX headbutt, and all of that was a combo. That comboed. You need to start doing those type of combos too, but with G. Okay, you got it, throw. You're trying to learn the charge. Ooh, you could have killed him here, for example. This is why learning your combos is so important. For example, you jumped here. Now you got the hit. Now, remember that combo I'd done in the from the trials, right? If you would have done that combo right there, you would have won. And in this game, when you can win a round, take the win. You can't give the opponent too many chances to live, otherwise you lose. So right there is just not knowing the combo, otherwise you would have won. Yeah. Try to stay grounded more as well. Use your buttons to your advantage. G has good neutral. G has good neutral. You got stand medium kick, touch medium punch. Yeah, there has to be a change in your neutral approach in general. Okay. See, now that you know about Oki, G actually gets some Oki off of his critical as well. So he can like dash up after that type of thing. You get some decent pressure. Yeah, all of these stuff are punishable. A lot of special moves in this game and regular attacks are punishable. Meaning if you do them, you can't block afterwards. You're gonna get hit. So definitely learn stuff that is punishable and not. But that will come. Learning what's punishable and not will come as you play the game more, because you'll see different patterns when you keep doing stuff. So yeah, you're neutral, right? Let me go back to the lab. So here's the change you need to make in your neutral. Here's the actual change, right? Here's the actual change.
Why, I think I am the world's best.
Alright, first you want to be picking, use V skill 1, use V trigger 1 for now. Since you're still learning the game, stick to one thing, stick to one character, stick to one V trigger, stick to one V skill. You want to learn things one at a time. You don't want to do too much and confuse your mind. Alright, so when you're playing the neutral, it needs to go no more of this, no more of doing this randomly in the neutral. You can do this if you see them jump as a reaction. You don't want to just throw this out of nowhere. Forget doing that. So it goes from this, it needs to change to this. Learn to just do this. It needs to go to doing that. And then you can throw out forward hard punch, which is this. You can throw that out from time to time. If you get the hit, if you get the counter hit, from that, from this, if you get the counter hit, you'll get a crush counter, which means you can get a combo from it. So you can get this. I mistimed it. There we go, that comboed. If you have a bar, you get that with the Oki, and you get Oki after that. So forget doing this out of nowhere and start using your buttons. These are all really good buttons in the neutral that work a lot. It works a lot better than doing this. Like, look at the range on this. It's got like no range. It doesn't really do anything apart from anti-air. Right? You can combo into it, but that's fine. But it's not something you want to be throwing out of nowhere. You want to do stuff that hits that lead into stuff like this. This is scarier than doing stuff like this, because that doesn't even combo, right? So use your crouch and medium punch into fireball a lot more. I want to see a lot more of this in the neutral. I wish you could play together so I could see improvements, but it's not the case. Use your other normal. Stand heavy kick is good. Forward hard punch is good. Stand heavy punch into fireball is good. Crouch medium punch fireball is good. Stand medium punch is not cancelable apart from into CA. Stand medium kick is not cancelable apart from all of that is apart from CA or V trigger. Right? Don't do too many sweeps in the neutral as well. Don't use these too much. This is punishable. If they block this, you're gonna get punished for it if they block it. Whereas all of these moves are safe. If they block this, right? So if I make, alright, here, let me show you. I'm gonna make recovery action. This is how you can see if an attack is safe or not, right? So I'm gonna make the Urine player recover after blocking an attack, right? And he's gonna press a button. I'm gonna make him do a sweep, for example. He's done a sweep. So after he blocks an attack, he's gonna do a sweep. Set the guard recovery on. I'm gonna make him guard everything. Right? So I attack him. He does a sweep and I'm able to block. When I do this, if you pause the game right here, you should see that it says +3. It says +3 to the top left right side, and it flashes blue, +3. Meaning it's still my turn. It's still my turn after this. If something is plus, it's still your turn. Pretty much how you know this. If something is plus, just know that it's still your turn. If it's red and it's minus, for example, if I do this, that's at -2. Understand that you lose your turn after this. It's no longer your turn. Now, when something is minus a lot, when it's 2 minus, you tend to get punished. For example, if I do a sweep, which is crouching heavy kick, right? That's at -14. Now, I'm blocking after this. I'm blocking, but I'm unable to block. I can't block this because it's too negative. It's 2 minus. So you want to be careful when you're doing stuff like this. When you're throwing stuff like that out, he can actually punish you with certain things. Now, he can't punish it with crouching heavy kick, because that's too slow. But if he was to do a medium punch, you would get hit there. That's at -8, so you would be getting punished there. So you want to be careful of the stuff that you're throwing out there, if that makes sense. You want to be careful with that. Hello, non-stops. What is good? What is good? What is good? Know that -2 is +3 lag? No, do not know that. Do not know that. But yeah, you want to be careful of the stuff you're throwing out there. Did I just get raided? Or am I just Hollywood? What's going on? Yo, broski, thanks for the raid. What is good? Thank you for the raid, broski. I appreciate that. Yo, shout out to broski. Shout out to broski on that one. We're just doing a quick coaching session here. We shouldn't have too much to talk about now. Just trying to get... Yo, Blazing, you still here, yeah? Let me know if this is getting to you. So yeah, the neutral needs to go from doing back heavy punch, right? Just use your normals. Use your other buttons that have good range, and you can cancel it into a fireball. You can cancel these into a fireball, which is really good. This is what your pressure needs to start looking like. It needs to start looking like this. More of that. A lot more of it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say on that. Make sense, yeah? Do you have any questions? Like, literally, if you want me to ask anything, just let me know. If anything doesn't make sense, I can explain it. This is why I'm here. Just let me know. Oh, also, use your command grabs more. I think I mentioned it, but use your command grabs more. Try to figure out what combos you get off your command grab. Of course, I know the combos, but if I tell you to try and figure it out, it's a lot better, because that gets you in the training mode, it gets you in the lab, and it just gets you figuring stuff out. So when you land command grabs, now your command grab changes. Yo, Luffy, gotta take coaching session soon, yeah? Okay, okay. Yo, Luffy, what's good? G's command grab changes every time he levels up. So he's got, right now this is level 0. When you level up once, now this is level 1. You do it a second time and it's level 2. It stops at level 2. There's no higher level than that. So at level 1, this is the regular command grab. So when you power up to level 2, it changes into 2 hits. And when you power up to level 3, you can actually hold it down to get to level 2. You can hold it down, and it takes you straight there, and it becomes this. Now you might have realized when you level up to the max level, you get flames on your fists, and you're pretty much kind of in V-trigger mode, but not quite. You get different combos. Your combos all change, right? This is why, again, it's really important to learn your combos with G, because they always change depending on your presentiality level. It depends on how, if you're on level 1, level 2, or level 3. Your fireballs change as well. Your fireballs have a lot more range, but they're slower. Right? Your V-skill doesn't change though, but when you activate V-trigger, your V-skill won't change into this. So yeah, you want to be learning your combos. That's the main thing. From what I've been seeing, the main thing, learn your combos. That's how you start. Learn your combos. Make sure you're definitely using your buttons well in the neutral. You want to be using what works, right? You want to be using what works. Use your fireballs. Your fireballs are a great tool. Fireballs are a great tool. throw your opponent more. At the level you're playing at, a lot of people don't take a throw. They don't actually break the throws. You use your throws to your advantage, and you have a command grab. Command grabs are only, you can only get out of a command grab if they jump. If they sit there, they get grabbed. Now if they jump and you decided to press a button, they also just get caught. So they pretty much have to guess on what you're gonna do. You definitely need to just work on your combos. Work on your combos and neutral. That's the main thing. If you want to take anything from this lesson, learn your combos by doing the trials and use your buttons more in neutral. Apart from this, don't use this. Don't use this a lot. Unless they're jumping. If they're jumping, use this or crouch first. Apart from that, stick to playing your neutral game. Every other button apart from this is actually good in the neutral. This is the last button you want to press in the neutral. Every single other button is actually good in the neutral. All of these. All of these. This is probably his worst neutral button. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for that. Do you want me to watch another game? I could watch one more. Could watch one more. Oh, sorry, you said you're playing casuals. Wait, why am I looking at my profile? What am I doing? Okay. Let's watch you play this Ken real quick. I want to see this match. Where did you win? Or you won? I want to see the ones where you lost. Also, make sure you do stay on one character though. I'd say you should stay on G. Buddy? Okay. Let's watch Buddy. Yo, what's up, Blank? What's good? What is this birdie doing?
Round one. Fight.
Pause this, turn this on, let's go. Okay, fireballs, that's a good approach already. Right. So remember your anti-airs. This is when you want to be using the back heavy punch or the crouch heavy. When they're jumping, that's when you want to be using your anti-air. It's all about using your buttons at the right. Use your normals at the right times when you actually need them. Yeah. So right now it looks like you don't exactly know how you want to hit, like what you're looking out for. You don't really know how to approach the matchup. That's what it is. Now learning matchups is gonna come by playing the game in general. It's gonna come by playing the game in general. But when you don't know how to approach a certain character, right? I'm assuming it's not just this birdie, but birdies in general, you might not know how to approach the character. But you need to think of what tools does the opponent have. What can Birdie do to you, right? What are his tools? Now you've got fireballs that you can use. Birdie's a big body character, so he hasn't got great walk speed. If you stick to a fireball game, like that fireball was good. If you stick to throwing fireballs, what can the birdie really do? The birdie has, he's got moves to go through fireballs, but they're quite slow and reactable. When you jump there, you should have done the jump down medium punch. That's your actual cross up. Medium kick doesn't cross up. Jump medium kick wouldn't cross up there. Yeah. Again, he's jumping a lot. He's jumping a lot, but there's no anti-airs coming from you. Right, you see that? This is why learning your combos, again, you jump the command grab, right? You did a command grab, you jumped, right? Now this is where, this should have been a combo. This should have been a combo from the trials that you learned. You should have done a trials combo right here. And you had V-trigger as well. Well, I understand you don't know them yet, but you should definitely learn them. Should he anti-air with barrier? He should anti-air with crouch heavy punch. It beats cross-ups as well. Barriers, using the barrier is good, but it's slower. It could actually get caught on startup. Again, Oki situations. Now that you know what Oki is, every time you get a knockdown, for example, you knocked your opponent down right there. If you did a dash, you would have gotten the Oki. If you dash forward after this, you would have been able to hit your opponent before they got up and hit you. Those are all situations that you need to be aware of, and you need to actually take advantage of those. So here should have been a dash forward, and you should have started pressing button. See here again, for example, you got a throw. He didn't stand up. He stood. He just stayed on the ground. You shouldn't be scared to approach him. You have Oki now. You now have Oki. You should take your pressure. You shouldn't back away, because what, the opponent can't hit you before you hit them. They're still on the ground. Okay, that was nice. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you're landing hits, but it's not. You're landing hits, but the hits are not going into combos. That's what the issue is. Your opponent has too many opportunities to try again and live. That's what the issue is here. And you're not utilizing your command grabs either. You're going for regular throws, but you're not doing the command grabs, which are scarier.
Final round. Fight.
I caught you off guard. Okay. Unfortunate. Again here, you punish that. That was the actual punish that you done. You did a sweep, whereas you could have gotten a big combo there. Again, going into trial mode and practicing combos that they show you there could have been that right there. You could have done a combo there. And you had CA as well. You had CA and V trigger, so you could have pretty much almost killed. Okay, nice. Again, you could have killed in that situation when you actually landed that. But yeah, it definitely seems to be the same issue with every character, every replay I watch. It's definitely just you needing to learn your combos and not doing as many back heavy punches in the neutral, and doing more medium punches, heavy punches, forward hard punch, and fireballs, more fireballs as well. How long have you been playing the game, Blazin? How long have you been playing for? How long have you been playing for? If you're still in there. Like a month. Okay, you're actually not doing bad for only playing. Been playing for a month. You're not doing bad. A lot of stuff like combos. I can't say combos just come with time. You have to actually learn the combos. Like that's not something you can learn from just playing the game. You have to actually go in the training room or go to the trials and doing all of those combos. Learn what works, what doesn't work. That's something you have to do like immediately, right? Now, learning matchups or how to approach certain characters, that comes within time. So just make sure you're playing the game consistently, and you'll learn how to deal with certain characters better. That makes sense. That comes with time, right? Because right now you haven't really developed a playstyle yet in general. That also comes with time. You'll develop your own playstyle, how you like playing your character, what works for you. But that's pretty much it though. The main thing, there's two main points I want you to take away from this lesson, and it's just your combos. Learn your combos, and in the neutral, use different buttons in the neutral. Stop using back heavy punch. It's hard because you started with Ryu. Ryu's a good character to start with, but to be fair, in this game you can start with any character, it doesn't matter. As long as you're having fun with a character, you can start learning with them. It doesn't matter who you start with, trust me. Doesn't matter. I've started the game with Ken. I've started with Ken, but I play Falk. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you start with. But yeah, I hope you're able to learn something from this. I hope it was helpful. That pretty much sums everything up. That pretty much sums everything up for the lesson. Hopefully it was helpful. Let me know. Let me know. Hopefully you learned something.